there guys, Misty here from TheJollyFatElf. Welcome to Friday's video. I hope you will indulge me a little bit. I want to do another scene card. So I did one of these last week before last, where I used the Ready for Christmas stamp and die set, and I used this sweet vintage image from Christmas in the Making. And you guys really seem to love that card, and I enjoyed that process so much. Today I want to do the same thing, but I want to use the At Home With You. So I'm going to use the door, the wreath, the swag, the lantern, and the present. I'm going to use her again. And I may end up using something from the Ready for Christmas. We'll see. I'm going to do a scene card, so we'll see what happens. So I'm going to go ahead and stamp everything onto a piece of Whisper White cardstock. I want to make sure this is lined up on the 5-inch mark. Using Memento Tuxedo Black because I am going to be coloring. Using my Stampin' Blends. This is probably going to be a long video, so if you want to pause, go grab a snack, grab your own colors and sit and craft with me, do that too. Good. So I'm going to stamp the girl with Memento. I'm going to stamp the tree with Oud Olive. And again, I may not use this, we'll see. Perfect. All right, so, okay guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and speed this up a bit and just take my time and color, and I will keep the camera rolling so you can see it. I will list the colors I use over on the coordinating blog post, so if you ever need any information, you can find it there. So let me get started. I am finished coloring, so I'm going to go ahead and clean off my desk, put my markers away, cut everything out using the coordinating die cuts, and I will be right back. Alright guys, so I've done a lot of stuff. So I've cut out all of my die cut pieces. I still need to cut out our little lady, but I have everything else ready to go, including the door. So you have a door frame, so just like this. And then there's also this one. And you can kind of see here, but these three sides cut. This side does not. So we can open our door. I'm going to go ahead and score it in just a second. But I want to figure out how I want to do the opening on this. So this is a piece of cherry cobbler, 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 that I ran through with the brick wall embossing folder. And this is going to be our house. And I want to open up to our scene. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and cut this out, right? You know what, let me go ahead and score this so I can figure out where I want to open it. So I'm just going to score this right here on this edge. And I may go ahead and cut or either color them back. We'll see. I'm going to go ahead and cut off this because I didn't quite cut it down far enough. And I think I want to stamp another door for the other side. So let me do that. So let me cut out my images. So before I go further, I'm going to use this is just a Stabilo. Give her a bit of lipstick, just a tiny bit, and then I'm going to bring in some rhinestones. I'm going to go ahead and color some of these, that way they can be the ornaments for our Christmas tree. I'm going to use light pink, probably raspberry, and maybe Bermuda Bay. So since these are alcohol markers, you can color on our rhinestones, our pearls, our faceted gems, our white perfect accents. Right, I want those to have time to dry. Then I'm going to bring in my black Stampin' Write marker, and I did not cut her out perfectly. I'm so glad I went ahead and picked up the stamp set, because at first I was like, no, I don't want it, but I love her. Okay, so I'm just gonna adhere these two together. And again, its main purpose is to help hide the color in the back. It doesn't have to be perfect. All right, so that's what we have so far. So I have a cherry cobbler card base that measures 4 1/4 by 11. I've scored it here at 5 1/2. Just gonna fold it down. Then I have a piece of Whisper White that measures 4 by 5 1/4. We're gonna put this on the front. I glue to this. I'm gonna line up this with this right there. Cut the back off, or the bottom, excuse me. I'm going to adhere her with glue dots. Louise. Alright, I'm going to add just a little tiny bit of glue under her shoes. Okay, so before I go any further, I'm going to go ahead and add my rhinestones. Okay, so before I go any further, let me go ahead and adhere the swag. I didn't do the best job of centering my door, but that's okay. I'm going to use some of our adhesive strips to adhere this solely so we can see it. Adhere the front on to our card base. I'm going to go ahead and add in an inside card layer. This is a piece of Whisper White that measures 4 by 5 1/4. And I'm not adding a sentiment to this card, but you absolutely could. So feel free. Okay, so let's get this on. And then we'll finish decorating, and then this card will be done. I'm going to start at the bottom. So that's where we're at so far. I'm going to use those glue dots again to do my lanterns, my carriage lights, if you want to be technical. This is fun. This is like playing decorate my house, and that's my favorite thing to do. One of my favorite things to do. Now it's just like plain grown up. our wreath put on. Then I'm going to build a stack of presents. Alright guys, that is it for me for this week. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this week of cards. If you did, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. Make sure you head over to the blog post to check out the supplies, etc. And make sure that you get signed up for Jolly Mail. All you have to do is purchase either 6 packs of the blends or the whole entire set. All of that information is over on the blog. You can sign up for my blends club if you're not ready to make such a huge commitment. And yeah, so thanks guys. I hope you love this card as much as I did. And again, sometimes you just need to enjoy the process of card making, and that can take a little bit longer than usual. So thanks guys. I'll see you Monday. Bye for now.